Can we leave it on the window?
Well, got to keep it plugged in. That's the only thing.
Good. You got stuck? We went by seconds after. Okay, he says he'll try and turn the TV. It's good. Okay, turn.
Are you serious?
Okay, you can put it back the way it was and you just turn the TV on its side.
TV on its side?
Yeah.
Or is he watching from a computer?
No, it's a TV.
Would you like somebody that knows what they're doing as help?
Who?
Well, somebody younger than us. Anybody younger than us?
Okay, hold on.
Does this not turn? Most of the time they can turn on their edge.
Your guess is as good as mine,
Here, I'm
sweetie.
gonna go grab Caleb. Caleb's gonna. I was like, I know these things turn.
Okay, so. Whoops, wrong way.
We might have just.
We're giving them some interesting
Your
information.
dad was gonna put the TV.
Okay, so I need to. There we go.
There we go. I know.
Oh, jeez.
Do you want longer?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be up a little bit. I just have to run my phone.
You okay?
I'm good.
We're good.
So yeah, I think these are as long as it goes. Huh?
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's turn the TV on its side.
I think he can hear you.
Good.
Turn the TV on its side. I think it's mounted.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he mounted the TV.
Okay, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Is it just for right?
It's just for. And I guess people could come and say hi to him.
Yes, that works.
Ready?
Do you want me to say the video or do you want me to say the video?
Can you hear me now? It's good? Okay. Yeah. You know, I thought because Uncle Bob was actually here today that we could get through something without any interruptions. Yeah, brothers. Yeah. Way to step up, Uncle Ed. I do want to just let everybody know that we are live streaming this on YouTube so that Uncle Bob can actually be here with us today, along with Ray. He is with Uncle Bob today. Right back there, everybody wave.
Hi guys.
All right, I think we're all here and we can get started.
You can do it.
I'm okay. It is a rare gift that we have Grandma in our lives for 103 years. You may have known her by many names: Sadie, daughter, mom, sister, auntie, grandma, great-grandma, and even great-great-grandma. But no matter what you called her, she was the same to all of us. A steady presence, a warm hug, a bit of tough love when needed, an emergency contact, a confidant, and a well-acknowledged and lived experience. I am honored to share her story with you today. Sadie Elizabeth Draper was born in 1923 in Glenelg, Manitoba. She was the youngest of 5 girls, Margaret, who passed away at a young age, and her sisters Alice, Mary, and Winnie. I recall Grandma telling me stories about how her sisters spoiled her and would often do her chores. She was her father's darling and the cherished baby of the family. They instilled in Grandma from a very young age that she was second only to the Queen herself. But she was our Queen. Grandma ruled, shaped, redirected, accepted, corrected, and bestowed her love on all of us. Life in Manitoba was not easy. Drought and post-World War I conditions made living in Manitoba difficult and uncomfortable. Not much has changed. But during this time, Grandpa Draper was communicating with friends who had already moved to British Columbia. Grandpa Draper's friends encouraged him to bring his family to BC, where things were happening and opportunities were ripe. So when young Sadie was just 6 years old, her family moved to BC, settling in Winfield, the heart of orchard country. When the Draper family arrived safely, being among the first to ride the newly established Canadian National Railway, Grandpa Draper's friends had some necessities waiting for them. One of these things was a bedroom suite, complete with 3 dressers and the bed. I am the 4th generation to have this amazing gift. Falcon will be the 5th. This bedroom suite is much like our family. There are some scuffs, but the original condition is sturdy, despite the moves, the changes of hands within the family, or those that found rest within its comfort. It is sturdy and elegant, and screams old school charm, and it still provides comfort. There in Winfield, Grandma attended elementary school and grew up in the Okanagan, swiping apples and living, from Grandma's own accounts, a simple and loving family life. Grandma talked of friends and school dances and family gatherings following. Grandma was just 16 years old when World War II broke out in 1939. Yet another difficult change: rations, broken families, and lost friends, but Grandma got on with it. She remained in the Okanagan until she completed her education in bookkeeping. an education that would shape the rest of her life through independence, practicality, and hard work. As a young woman, Grandma went to work for Copper Mountain Mine as a payroll clerk. This meant that all the miners would have to go see a young Sadie for their paycheck. As you can see from the pictures, Grandma was gorgeous and maintained that youthful beauty right to the end. It was there that she met Bud Popovich, along with another young man who was hoping to win her heart. Thankfully for all of us, Bud won that particular love contest, and they were married in 1944. Grandma told me once that it was always Bud, but she made him work for it. Together they built a life and raised 6 children: Linda, Joan, Edward, Robert, Michael, and David. Set to serve his country, a young Bud was saved from ever seeing battle when the war ended. As a family, they moved throughout the Kootenays while Bud worked as a lineman for West Kootenay Power and Night Company. The family enjoyed water skiing on their boat named the Isle Pass, camping, picnics, and road trips to Princeton and Kelowna to visit family. The kids would pile into the back of the old pickup truck. Mom made sure to tell me how to camping. And off they go. Those road trips were an adventure every time. Family, good food, laughter, and love waiting on the other end. These trips instilled in our family that no distance is too great. We will show up. In 1963, the family moved to Coston with the 5 remaining kids at home, then being married and beginning a life of her own. Grandpa Bud was a loving father who had hopes of expanding their family even further. He took the kids hunting and taught them how to move in this world. He took Grandma dancing, and they enjoyed a healthy social life together. Life was good. In March of 1964, tragedy struck when Bud was killed on the job, leaving a piece of Grandma's most cherished puzzle, missing a piece. After this devastating loss, Grandma showed incredible strength. She moved her family back to Kelowna and began again as a single parent, raising their children on her own. Auntie Winnie and Uncle Harry, Auntie Helen and Uncle Johnny extended their own families to include Grandma and the kids on family picnics, camping trips, and holidays. Cousins growing up together. Demonstrating again the strong family bonds we have, and the willingness to support each other in the hard times. Between 1965 and 1968, Grandma lost both parents, quietly enduring this loss and carrying on. Grandma went to work for Mr. Shepherd, an accountant, and worked there for about 10 years. It's here that Grandma got to know the residents of Kelowna. When I say this, I mean Grandma knew a little bit about almost everyone who lived in town. This is demonstrated in a tiny little leather-bound journal I came across and passed on to Dennis. It contains, in Grandpa Bud's handwriting, serial numbers for hunting rifles, but also in Grandma's immaculate cursive, names and addresses of all the people she would send Christmas cards to. This tiny book is a testament to Grandma's impact in her community and with her family and friends. Every family member in this room has received a Christmas card with a crisp $20 bill in it. I encourage you to flip through this tiny little journal and enjoy the trip down memory lane. Remember the people who have filtered through Grandma's life, people who have shared a worry, a laugh, a gift of thanks. Grandma endured the slow loss and change to her beloved hometown in pragmatic acceptance, saying quiet goodbyes to those who passed on and through her life. When Mr. Shepherd passed away, Grandma carried on, starting her own bookkeeping business from home. She was busy, determined, and independent, raising her family through sheer resilience and hard work, always maintaining those precious family connections, bringing us together over good food, stories, arguments, loves, marriages, and divorces. We gathered around our queen and created memories. It was at Grandma's house that a weird little salad with marshmallows and fruit was introduced, and broja, or Hawaiian salad as we call it, became a staple at every family dinner we ever shared. Grandma's banana bread is legendary, and her home always smelled like dinner was just about ready. There was a full cookie jar, and Saturday morning cartoons, and family, always family. Between 1980 and 1990, Grandma said goodbye to two of her sisters, Mary and Alice. And when he passed on in 2018 at the age of 104, Grandma said she could have it. When I say Grandma was stern, you all know what I mean. You've all experienced the look. She tolerated no nonsense, and she would tell you something only once, which made being naughty all the more dangerous. Us grandkids would single file past all the adults gathered in Grandma's kitchen, whispering and giggling nervously as one by one we would step into the laundry chute in the bathroom upstairs and drop into the basement, landing on the ever-present pile of dirty laundry at the bottom. We were ruthless with Julie. We thought she was too scared to do it. She just told me a couple weeks ago she didn't do it because it was dirty clothes. I don't know if Grandma knew what we were doing. Maybe there was always a huge pile of bedding at the bottom because she knew we were coming. Grandma was like that. Not everything required words. Grandma had a quiet knowledge about just about everything. Grandma had her office downstairs in the basement for a while, sectioned off with curtains. One afternoon, Wendy, Julie, and I were playing office downstairs. Grandma had dark green business pencils and machines that did mysterious things and had buttons and levers, perfect for playing. On this day, we pulled the check-making handle one too many times. We froze, eyes wide, back slowly out of Grandma's office, never said a word. A few days later, Grandma called Mom and asked if anyone might know how her thingy got broken. I was questioned, but of course I said I had no idea. I assume Wendy and Julie were also questioned, but you know, snitches get stitches, so we stayed quiet. About 10 years ago, I finally told Grandma that it was Wendy and Julie. Yes, I did. In 1973, Grandma married Cecil Conrad, beginning a new chapter. With Cecil, Grandma enjoyed a life of traveling, fishing, going to auctions, and most importantly, spending time with family. Grandma retired and said goodbye to Kelowna and moved to Enderby in 1987. But I want to take you back to 1974. Grandma was instrumental, along with a small group of other women, in starting a court case seeking compensation for women who had lost their husbands on the job. The case took years, but it was eventually settled and set an important precedent, helping many widows who came after her. You may have heard of this in a peripheral way, not spending too much time thinking about it. But Grandma, again, through sheer determination and perseverance, changed legislation. She changed the lives of countless women, faceless strangers who may not know who Grandma is, but who have been impacted by her presence in this world. She had a gift for turning ordinary moments into something meaningful. I have to blow my nose around the finish. Summer days gathered in a kitchen, Grandma presiding over the canning of peaches, pears, tomatoes, and applesauce. I remember laughter, coffee, and the sweet smell of family time. One Christmas, out at the lake at Mom and Dad's, Grandma had her sleeves rolled up and was wrestling the innards out of a half-frozen turkey. With a most unladylike grunt, Grandma pulled out the neck, 2 frozen balls of ice stuck at the base, and said, "Ho ho ho, the neck's always been my favorite." That was Grandma, prim and proper, sturdy and reliable, and a little bit cheeky. Grandma loved to be teased, and she could dish it out. When I was around 12, I asked Grandma to proofread a story I wrote. I guess I used probably a lot, and I spelled it wrong every time. Grandma told me the story was pretty good. Then she made me sit down and write probably the correct way 500 times. I never spelled it wrong again. When Grandpa Cecil passed away in 2010, Grandma once again showed the resilience that defined her life, continuing forward with strength and grace. She embraced quiet, enjoying puzzles, crosswords, and independent living. She found a new community in Piccadilly Terrace, forming new friendships, and looking forward, while always holding the past dear. Grandma continued to do a little traveling, cruising mostly, where she could preside on the high seas like the queen she was. Grandma had a large TV that she never turned on. I asked her once if she ever got bored. She laughed and said, "No, I have plenty to think about." Perhaps it was in these quiet moments that Grandma declared that when it was her time, she wanted to be buried in Princeton with her beloved husband and father to her children. They would be together again. Grandma lived through love, loss, challenge, and triumph, and through it all, she remained steady, capable, and fiercely devoted to her family. Her legacy is not just in the years she lived, but in the lives she shaped and the love she gave us. We were incredibly lucky to have Grandma for 103 years. And though she is no longer with us, the lessons she taught us and the love she shared will stay with us always. And now it is up to us to carry on with what Grandma built. We have a new matriarch in our family now, and we must gather around her, keep our family connections strong, keep our stories alive, ensure our children know each other, and talk about Grandma every chance we get. Grandma would have been pleased to see us all here today, gathered to honor our queen. That's it. Would anybody else like to say anything? I did make copies in case anybody wants a copy. There's a little bit of history in there that might come in handy. We're going to continue with the slideshow. There's going to be some sandwiches, coffee and tea, and let's talk about Grandma.
Thank you, Lauren.
All of us. Yeah. And
We're standing in front of the camera.
We're gonna start trash talking everybody right in front of the camera.
Hello, I'm Travis.
Well, there's some sandwiches.
Where's everybody going? You called it. It's like, it's probably going to be Chinese.
I know, right?
But yeah, I think we'll stick around. Yeah. No.